Hey everyone, this is Nautical, and today we will be taking a look at the Tier 10 Ironclad, the Binglehopper. So, the Binglehopper review is finally here. I think this ship is worth it. It isn't really your conventional ironclad, and it's quite unique. When word reached me that a new ironclad was out, I was super pumped. Watching the gameplays of the Binglehopper was a truly epic sight to behold, and it motivated me to make myself a Binglehopper. After almost 2 months of grinding, my Binglehopper was launched, and she was named Washington. The Binglehopper is really fun to use, and I just love its power. It might not be the strongest out there in terms of firepower, but it sure is fun to use. I can confidently say that the Binglehopper is an excellent ship overall, and who knows, it might take over as my #1 favorite ship in Tradelands. So, the Binglehopper is a Tier 10 ironclad, and oh boy is it expensive. 2 million doubloons. That's right. 2 million doubloons. It's twice as expensive as the Neptune, and the materials needed to construct the Binglehopper requires slightly more than the Neptune. Grinding for this ship requires a ton of effort, patience, and money. That is, of course, if you are not heavily involved in the premium market. It took me 54 days to construct Washington, and the majority of the time it took to make this ship was saving up 2 million doubloons. If you're wondering how I made my money, I sold a lot of items and resources. I went trading a lot, and that includes selling fish crates. To be honest, I think 2 million doubloons is overpriced for the Binglehopper. For that price tag, I expected it to have 3 turrets and a little over 28,000 HP. If it were up to me, I would price it at 1.5 million doubloons. In the combat department, the Binglehopper is decent, with an armament of 2 32-pounder long guns in the front and 2 turrets. The Binglehopper has good firepower. The thing about the Binglehopper is that it has low broadside potential, if at all. It's more optimized to work bow on, and the size 10 turret and front chasers cannot fully support a Binglehopper's broadside firepower. The type of turret you should put on the front slot depends on your playstyle and the situation. For example, the howitzer is good for long-range sniping. If you don't know, the howitzer has an additional area splash damage effect, which is comparable to that of a mortar. The howitzer has low broadside potential, as it can only traverse about 70 degrees to one side and has low damage per hit. Overall, the howitzer is an excellent choice for this ship. Next up, the twin lung gun is your long-range brawler. It's a really good turret when you're trying to dish out some good damage at range. It has the best broadside potential of the size 10 turrets, since it can support much of the Binglehopper's broadside. This turret is able to traverse about 100 degrees to one side. The only real downside of the twin lung gun is, of course, the durability, so you might want to keep an eye out for that. Next, we have the almighty Super Carronade. This cannon does massive damage and has good splash damage too. If the Super Carronade hits a small ship, say the Marauder, it will likely exterminate a good part of the crew, as well as disable multiple cannons. The Super Carronade hits hard, but it can't do its devastating damage if it can't hit its target. That brings me to my next point, the downsides of the Super Carronade. Being a carronade, the Super Carronade has lackluster range, and in addition to that, it can only traverse 30 degrees to one side. That means it'll be difficult to bring the super carronade to bear. For that reason, I would not recommend equipping your Binglehopper with the super carronade. The final turret option is the size 9 turret, or the 42T. The 42T has an excellent traverse angle of about 150 degrees to one side. It has decent range and is able to cover the broadside or bow and stern of the Binglehopper. But the 42T isn't really anything exciting, but it is quite handy. The Binglehopper, like most ironclads, is slow. It only has a speed of 4 units, so it's unlikely to outrun anything. Second, the turning speed of the Binglehopper is abysmal, with a 180-degree turn time of 60 seconds. That makes it hard to escape a precarious situation or bringing some guns to bear. In the best sense, the Binglehopper is a support ship. With its high health and firepower, the Binglehopper is an excellent support ship. You should not take a Binglehopper out by itself unless you know what you are doing, or maybe you're just a madman. Overall, the Binglehopper is really good. So let's recap about the pros and cons of the Binglehopper. The pros: it looks good, it has a good ergonomic armament layout, it requires few men to man it, it has multiple playstyles, it has outstanding health, great coverage, and it has great potential as a support ship. The cons of the Binglehopper are that it is outrageously expensive, it's slow, it has an underwhelming broadside capability, its maneuverability is dreadful, it's easy to board, and it consumes a ton of coal. My final thoughts on the Binglehopper is that it's awesome. If I were to give a grade for the Binglehopper on how good it is overall, I would give it a B+. Good firepower, support potential, and good looks. What's not to like about the Binglehopper? Alright guys, that wraps it up for this review. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, consider dropping a like and subscribing so I'll know to keep making these videos in the future. This has been Nautical, Binglehopper Review Edition, and I'll see you guys next time.